Once upon a time, in a small village, lived a beautiful girl named Jessica. She was 20 years old. Jessica had blue eyes and golden hair. Her family was poor, but they were happy. They lived in a small house and loved each other very much. Jessica loved to read books. She dreamed of a better life. One day, she went to the village market. There, she met a boy named Mark. Mark was tall and handsome. He had dark hair and a kind smile. Mark came from a rich family. His parents owned a big house and many lands. Jessica and Mark became friends. They talked a lot and laughed together. They liked to walk in the fields and by the river. Mark told Jessica about his dreams. Jessica shared her hopes with Mark. They felt very close to each other. One day, Mark said to Jessica, "I love you, Jessica. Will you marry me?" Jessica was very happy. She said, "Yes, Mark, I love you too." They hugged and dreamed about their future together. But there was a problem. Mark's parents did not like Jessica. They thought she was not good enough for their son because she was poor. Mark's mother said, "Mark, you cannot marry Jessica. She is not from a rich family." Mark's father agreed. "Yes, you need to find someone from a rich family." Mark was very sad. He loved Jessica and did not want to leave her. He told his parents, "I love Jessica. She is kind and good. Money is not important." But his parents did not listen. They said, "If you marry Jessica, we will not support you." Jessica knew about the problem. She was also very sad. She loved Mark, but she did not want to cause problems for him. She told Mark, "Maybe it is better if we do not marry. I do not want to make your life difficult." Mark said, "No, Jessica, I will always love you. We will find a way." Days passed, and Mark tried to convince his parents, but they did not change their minds. Jessica's family also knew about the problem. They were worried about Jessica. Her mother said, "Jessica, we love you. We want you to be happy. But maybe it is better to let Mark go." Jessica cried many nights. She did not know what to do. She loved Mark, but she did not want to hurt him. One day, she decided to talk to Mark. She said, "Mark, I love you very much, but I think it is better if we do not marry. Your parents will never accept me. I do not want to make your life hard." Mark was heartbroken. He said, "Jessica, I cannot live without you, but I understand. I will always love you." They hugged and cried together. They knew their love was strong, but the world was against them. Jessica and Mark decided to stay friends. They promised to always support each other, but their hearts were broken. They knew they could never be together. Jessica continued to live with her family. She worked hard and helped them. Mark also continued his life, but he always remembered Jessica. Years passed, and Jessica and Mark still loved each other. They never forgot their love. They knew that sometimes love is not enough. They learned that life can be hard, but they always kept their love in their hearts. Jessica worked in the village. She helped her family and neighbors. She was kind to everyone. People in the village loved her. They knew she had a good heart. Mark also worked hard. He helped his family with their business. He was kind and fair to everyone. One day, Jessica's father became very sick. Jessica was very worried. She took care of him day and night. She prayed for him to get better. Mark heard about Jessica's father. He wanted to help. He went to see Jessica. He said, "Jessica, I am sorry to hear about your father. Can I help you?" Jessica was touched by Mark's kindness. She said, "Thank you, Mark. Your support means a lot to me." Mark brought medicine and food for Jessica's family. He visited them often. Jessica's father slowly got better. Jessica was very grateful to Mark. She said, "Mark, you have a big heart. Thank you for helping us." Mark smiled and said, "Jessica, I will always be here for you." Jessica and Mark spent more time together. They talked about their dreams and hopes. They knew they still loved each other, but they also knew that Mark's parents would never accept their love. They decided to stay friends and support each other. One day, Mark had to go to the city for work. He told Jessica, "I have to leave for a while, but I will write to you." Jessica was sad, but understood. She said, "I will miss you, Mark. Please take care." Mark hugged Jessica and said, "I will miss you too. I will come back soon." Mark went to the city. He worked hard and learned many new things. He wrote letters to Jessica. He told her about his life in the city. Jessica wrote back to Mark. She told him about her life in the village. They shared their thoughts and feelings through letters. Time passed, and Mark became successful in his work. He saved money and helped his family. But he never forgot Jessica. He still loved her and thought about her every day. Jessica also thought about Mark. She missed him, but was happy to hear about his success. One day, Mark decided to visit the village. He wanted to see Jessica. He went to her house and knocked on the door. Jessica opened the door and was surprised to see Mark. She said, "Mark, you are back." Mark smiled and said, "Yes, Jessica, I missed you." They talked for a long time. Mark told Jessica about his life in the city. Jessica told Mark about her life in the village. They laughed and shared their memories. Mark said, "Jessica, I still love you. I want to be with you." Jessica was happy, but worried. She said, "Mark, I love you too, but what about your parents?" Mark said, "I have saved money. I can support us. I don't need my parents' approval anymore." Jessica was touched by Mark's determination. She said, "Mark, I am proud of you. but I don't want to cause problems for you. Mark replied, Jessica, you are my happiness. I want to be with you. Jessica and Mark decided to be together. They knew it would not be easy, but they were ready to face the challenges. They got married in a small ceremony with their friends and family. Jessica's family was very happy for her. They knew Mark was a good man. Mark's parents were not happy about the marriage. They did not attend the ceremony, but Mark and Jessica did not let that stop them. They loved each other and were determined to make their life together work. Jessica and Mark moved to the city. They started a new life together. They worked hard and supported each other. They faced many challenges, but their love kept them strong. They knew that as long as they had each other, they could overcome anything. Years passed, and Jessica and Mark built a happy life together. They had children and taught them the values of love and kindness. They never forgot their journey and the challenges they faced. They knew that true love is strong and can overcome any obstacle. Jessica and Mark grew old together. They looked back on their life with happiness and pride. They knew that their love had made them better people. They were grateful for each other and the life they had built together. And so, Jessica and Mark lived happily ever after, always cherishing the love they shared. They knew that true love never dies, and they found peace in the knowledge that their love had made their lives meaningful and beautiful. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and learned something new. And don't forget to subscribe our channel for more interesting videos.